Hi, I'm Hannah Levbarg with Berkshire Hathaway, and today I am here talking to Leta Worthington, who is an affiliate of Prime My Body, which is a hemp extract company. And they're fairly special, and she's going to talk to us about this today, answer a few questions, and get to know her.
Great, thank you.
I'm pleased to be here. And if you see a family resemblance, that's because she's also my mom.
There is one.
All right, so tell me where you're from originally.
I'm from Texas.
Okie dokie. And how long have you?
Texas.
Right. Where were you born?
San Antonio.
San Antonio. And like I didn't know that. Anyway, you don't know that. That's the thing. How long have you been in Santa Fe?
I've been here since 2008.
It's 11 years now.
That's true.
Crazy.
Almost 12 years.
Almost 12 years. And how long have you been with Prime My Body?
I've been with Prime My Body almost a year.
Oh, cool. So a relatively new venture. And but what drew you to it? It was like a real right turn for you.
It was. And there's a little history here. A couple of years ago, or 2.5 years ago, I started taking CBD oil because I had read up on it previously years ago and knew that I would want to take it when it was available because I had a lot of pain. I had chronic pain from old injuries that I was really struggling with for 10, 11 years, especially. Taking tons of over-the-counter NSAIDs, ibuprofen, aspirin. And after about a year on CBD, just various brands, different types that I ordered from Amazon, etc.
Yeah.
And I cannot take THC, so I could not use that for pain. But after about a year, I realized I was pain-free. So, and it was a huge aha moment for me. And a friend mentioned that she had joined this company, Prime My Body, and started telling me about it. And for me, it was a no-brainer. I just jumped right in. It was a perfect match.
Well, I know you've really taken off since you joined. And so, okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. And I know you've got some great notes. First, talk to me about some legal and regulatory considerations related to the hemp industry.
Well, as some people know, but perhaps not, hemp growing was, in 2018, it was passed by the Farm Act that it was legal to grow hemp. So that really started this huge wave. But every state and every country has its own regulations for what you can sell, what you can grow, how it's processed, etc. So,
and they're pretty technical, right? It's like very specific.
It's
per
very
state
specific and per country.
Per country.
So for people who are using hemp products, I would caution you to be careful who you buy from. Be sure it's an integritous company. It's good if they have a certificate of analysis on each batch that they manufacture or process so that you know exactly what you're getting. Some products do have THC, just maybe infinitesimal, but they may claim they don't, but they do if they're tested, etc. So
right,
you want to be careful and make sure you've got a company that honors its claims.
And another question I didn't actually write down, but do companies show consumers their certificates of analysis if you ask them for them?
Absolutely.
That's cool. So that's a good immediate point of reference for consumers out there.
They should be online that you can click and go, I should be able to
get the regulation,
get the number off this bottle, go to the certificate of analysis online and look at it.
Immediately. That's really good to know.
Part of it is the management and where the management came from in this type of industry. It's a direct marketed company, and it has tremendous backing and years of experience among its principals. But there's a Chinese doctor, Dr. Chen Ron.
Can you spell that? And we'll put it in the description of the video as well.
Last name is R-U-A-N.
Okay.
He's an MD in Houston. He has the largest integrative clinic in the United States, is my understanding. And he's comes from 6 generations, I believe, of Chinese doctors. His specialty is, that was one of my notes, regenerative medicine. And he is the chief medical advisor for Prime My Body, and he has formulated all of the oils and
All of
various
the
products that we
formulations.
have. Plus, he has tested the two different hemp oils we have on at his clinic on a lot of his patients, and he has specialized in testing for brain situations. He also helped, and I can go into that more later, some of his findings, but he also helped, I guess you'd say, figure out how to manufacture our products so that they are over 85% assimilable.
Right.
And in general, if you take a tincture or a vitamin C pill or anything like that over the counter, you absorb about 10 to 12%.
Wow, so that's a big, big jump.
This is a sonicated liposomal delivery system. So
tiny particles.
Tiny particles that are super absorbable. It's almost like the instant you put it in your mouth, it gets into the capillaries.
Right.
You don't even have to put it on your tongue.
Right.
And our products are manufactured at a laboratory and plant that was built by the company, multi-million-dollar
So
plant.
it's to purpose, built to purpose.
Built to purpose.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
So overall, you feel like from everything you've seen in the market and when looking at companies, like you feel like their standards and their research and their actual final product are exceptional. Oh, you also talked to me about CBG though, and that being a difference.
I will discuss that, but to answer the first question, yes, I absolutely do believe that. And since joining the company, I have done a ton of research myself on the company, the different cannabinoids in hemp. There are over 100 in all aspects of this. So the company, I didn't either. The company is stellar. The other thing that does set our products apart, especially the first formula called Recept, it has 4 cannabinoids and 7 terpenes. The cannabinoids are CBD, CBG, and 2 others that I can't remember. But the important one that's really going to become the news in the future is called CBG, stands for cannabigerol. And it is sort of the mother of the other cannabinoids. It's harvested very early in the plant's life because it breaks down early. But it has tremendous potential for neuroregeneration, all kinds of things, gut health. It's where the science is going. And our product has more CBG than anything else on the market.
Right, and you were saying that that researchers are starting to focus more on that particular cannabinoid.
Big pharmaceutical companies.
Right.
In fact, the way this works on the body is through what's called the endocannabinoid system, which we all have this system in our bodies, and all of our animals have it too. And I had never heard of it before, so I have researched this a lot. It was not discovered until, I believe, the early 90s by a doctor in Israel. And it's simply a system of CB1 and CB2 receptors, which some of you may be familiar with, because they are key for things like tranquilizers and serotonin receptors, etc. Right. They're very important receptors, and they're particularly adaptive to cannabinoids. Cannabinoids nourish this system, and this system controls homeostasis or balance in the body. So it actually affects all of the other systems and helps keep everything in balance. We do generate cannabinoids in our systems, but most of us are deficient through the usual things that make us deficient, like stress and the environment, etc. So nourishing the endocannabinoid system is key.
Interesting. And so tell me what kinds of things people have used them for, and you can go ahead and just tell me some of your anecdotes if you want.
One of my first favorites was a woman who bought the product from me directly, and the third day she emailed and said, I had surgery on my knee several years ago and it's never been okay. And by the second day on Recept, which is our prime product, I was completely pain-free and I could go up and down the stairs with no problem. Wow. So that's a great case history. Another friend whose father is fighting prostate cancer, and like many men, has to get up 3 or 4 times a night to visit the restroom. They were together for 2 nights, and my friend gave him some drops the first night. He only got up once.
Like the very first
time he had ever taken it. And he got up later than he normally would have. The second night they were together, my friend gave him another dose, I guess you want to call it, and he did not get up at all.
That's so incredible.
And then they parted ways. They were out of town. So
I mean, I realize these are anecdotes, but I think this is why the clinical research is just running into this full steam ahead, because these are not uncommon kinds of anecdotal experiences.
They're not, and many people report improved sleep.
Yeah. So there's an anti-inflammatory idea with some of the idea about some of how the effects it can have is like super anti-inflammatory. There's like calming and sleep, but then also like you're talking about the knees, and then you were talking about the needing to use the restroom, which could be an inflammation-related thing,
and my own pain,
and your own pain.
I'm out of pain.
Pretty significant.
So
we have with us Tucker,
yes,
and Frida,
who are only 2 of my 10.
And that leads me to ask. There are some much bigger ones around here, and they're fortunately not here right now. Leads me to ask: can animals take it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's known, for instance, the CBD, they've known this for years with children who have seizures, can prevent seizures, and it can in animals as well. And we do have a pet product, which I have just put about a week ago my male cat on, wondering if, being a cat, if he would go for it, because cats are so picky. Dove into it, and it is helping him with inflammatory bowel disease. I could tell by the 3rd day, because he has a lot of discomfort and squawks when he hurts.
Yeah, so he was crying out, and he stopped crying.
He stopped
basically.
Crying.
Ask you this. Go ahead. You had
Well, I have 3 other studies I did want to mention that Dr. Ron has done with the Recept. He's done more than these 3, but these 3 are significant. Memory deficit. He saw improvement to the point of almost getting people back to normal after about 2 months on this product. That has a lot to do, probably mostly to do with the CBG,
right?
Not the CBD. He worked with people with OCD. And
that's obsessive compulsive disorder, right?
Mm-hmm. And in that case, it's worth mentioning that this product contains 7 terpenes, which come from the hemp plant. Those are like the volatile oils that you find in rosemary and thyme, and they're specific to hemp, but they are part of what's so powerful about this combination. And he tested. For the OCD test, he tested 3 other CBD products and had no responses at all.
Okay.
And with our product, he saw huge responses. And the 3rd test he did was attention deficit, and he had tremendous responses for that.
Very interesting.
With Recept.
So are they publishing all of these on their website right now? Do they have them lined up? Or do you know where
What they have mostly is short talks, interviews with Dr. Ron.
Oh, right. Okay.
Where he describes these effects, what Recept is is all about. We have another formula called Calm, which is for stress, fight or flight situations, people who are in PTSD, it's for sleep.
Anxiety.
Anxiety. Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to how people can get this. I know you have a virtual storefront, and is there? How do people get it through that? And is there anywhere they can just pick it up in town?
They can pick it up in town from Kevin Ivins at his new shop called Terra Verde.
Cool. That's a great place.
It's a great place. So they can pick it up there. I think he carries Recept, not the Calm yet, which is a newer formula. You can buy it online on my site at letabug.primemybody.com. You can buy as a customer. Or
I'll have that link below as well, so you won't have to.
Yeah.
I'll have that available for you.
So you can just click in, buy any of the products as a customer, or you can become an affiliate and get deep discounts. So
okay,
it's easy to get, and we have quite a few products which we're going to show separately.
Yeah, excellent. You can talk us through that as we finish up here. But finally, tell me a few things that you like about living in, or what you love about Santa Fe.
I came here after wanting to be here for a long time, like a lot of people do, and it's been a good place for me. I love the climate. The size of the town being smaller than a big city. I love the fact that the people here are so animal oriented. It's a huge animal advocacy.
Hates animals. Hates them.
It's sort of my main focus. And I love the culture, the art, all of the activities. There's the opera. There's tremendous available. Wonderful things to do here. It's a great place.
Yeah. Well, we love it here too. I'm so glad that we're all here in the same town together. So tell us a little bit before we sign off. Introduce us to these products real quick, and then we will say goodbye.
These are our main products, although we also have a smoothie, lip balms, a couple of other things. But this is our first hemp oil Recept, the one I've talked about most tonight. This is our brand new formula, the one that's for anxiety, PTSD. It's tremendous help for sleep if you take sleep aids. And you don't have to replace anything. You can take it besides whatever else you take for sleep. These two products are facial products. This is an innovative product that is two-chambered. It combines nitric oxide and hemp, broad-spectrum hemp oil. And nitric oxide, this is another whole area that you can research. There are no other products on the market for your face that have nitric oxide. It's like doing a mini needling facial just instantly. And this is a hydration cream that you can use with or without this is called Nox.
What's in the brand?
This one is a salve. It's like a muscle salve for aches and pains. And it's incredibly effective.
Like a topical, like if you're sore from the gym. It's
a topical.
Like instead of Tiger Balm or something. And I bet those terpenes kind of play into it too.
Yes.
Those kind of volatile oils.
One case history by a woman who struggled for 30 years with terrible, terrible menstrual cramps, got tremendous relief the first time she rubbed that on her abdomen.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And this is the pet product.
Oh boy.
Which is in the process of being reformulated as we speak. So
okay. Well, thank you very much for watching today. Thank you for being interviewed by me. I actually learned a few things. So I didn't, as much as we see each other, I didn't think that was possible, but I got some new information. So thank you so much. See you on the other side.